first segment we're going to go to is Personality Masteries. And today we have the privilege of having Cheryl from Tanglewood. She is the HR director there, understands people, has a deep understanding and a deep love to help people. So she's going to help us go through the DNA for people and how that connects for helping everybody here get more and better leads. So Cheryl, take it away.
Well, thank you for the wonderful introduction, Kevin. I'm still learning the personality. So what I'd like to start off with today is to describe the 4 different personality types that each of us can be along with a combination of 2 or 3 or even all of them. So the first one is the analytical. They like the details. Things not being done properly drives them nuts. They will do a task after they are sure it is right, which causes them to be a little bit slower. The analytical looks more to the past. They're more task-oriented and less aggressive. Now we move on to the driver. They like to see the big picture, or they can see the big picture. They don't like being out of control. They will do things very quickly without knowing the outcome, which could cause some problems or opportunities. The driver looks to the future to see the long-term benefits. They also are task-oriented and more aggressive. The expressive personality, they want to have fun, which means they hate being bored. They will do things when they believe it is exciting, and they will do things fast. They need help staying focused and getting tasks done, so they need a little prodding. The expressive looks to the present day, and they are people-oriented and more aggressive. The amiable personality, they hate conflict with others. They will do things when there is no risk of any conflict, which means they do things slower. They will take action if it will help and please other people. The amiable looks to the near future for the short-term goal. They are people-oriented and less aggressive. There's a 5th personality type that is called the chameleon. They can move through each personality almost seamlessly and can even be hard to read. They could be a great member of your team. So how do all these personalities help you generate more and better leads? Well, it boils down to you learning your team personalities and helping them in a way that best uses their dominant personality type. For instance, the analytical. They will naturally fine-tune systems since they like the details. They will find the flaws in the system, and they will look at the processes and the steps in detail and come up with a way to improve it. The analytical studies numbers, so they will want to see what is going on in the marketing efforts. They will want to measure the results and effectiveness of boxes 1 in the 530 grid, which is identifying targets, box 2, developing and delivering a message, box 3, tracking 100% of the leads, and box 6, group people and messages of the 530 grid. Often they use their minds to find out ways to generate more and better leads. So then we go on to the driver. How does the driver generate those leads? Well, they would just drive through to getting the better leads by working hard and pushing things forward. The driver knows he needs a strong analytical to put the systems in place that will make it happen. Seeing the big picture helps him to see the gifts of others on his team because he is the most practical of the 4 personalities. He is also smart to know that he does not want to do the task on his own, so he will use the other personalities' talents to help create the figurative better mousetrap. The driver also will use the cluster principle, which is people often know 3 to 4 people who are interested in the same thing, who know 3 to 4 people, and they cluster together so he could spread his message, in one fell swoop. The expressive, well, they just want to have fun, so they will gain better and generate better and more leads by social networking and being the social butterfly. The amiable, they just tend to generate leads naturally. They like the one-on-one relationship with people and will instinctively connect with them. So when you look at these personalities, what type do you think would be the best pre-sales team member? Well, I would go to the one who can track your leads, and create a good system. And who can naturally generate the leads? This would be the analytical and the amiable personalities. I hope this has made sense to you and will help you get all of your team moving in the right direction. So in conclusion, get to know your team. Listen to them. Encourage them to think in a different way to help your company generate more and better leads.
Cheryl, thank you so much. That was outstanding. I'm really interested in one of the things that was brought up in your presentation, which I just love, is identifying the targets. It's box 1 on the 530 grid. Can you tell us, in your opinion, the importance of finding the right lead, identifying the right target? Any thoughts?
In identifying the right target, you, in my opinion, you don't waste your time going after somebody who may not produce for you. You can still keep them in your system and keep doing your 10 strategic strikes, but when you have the right target, it will turn your sale faster.
So how does somebody know if they have the right target? How do you get to that conclusion?
To be honest, I don't know. Mark, can you help me out?
Yeah, great question. I think it's looking at the servicing area, area 4 servicing, and say, who are the customers that we're servicing that are the most profitable and the best clients to have, where they get the most value from what we give and we make the most, money in doing that. And so it's a win, creating a win-win situation. We find that out in area 4 and then give that back to area 1 and say, here's the ideal demographic, here's the ideal, this is where we can get the leads, this is the type of leads, feed that back into area 1, and that will help us to identify who the best ones are.
Thanks, Mark. I really appreciate that insight. And just in conclusion here, Cheryl, are there any other things that you found that have been really helpful in generating more and better leads?
I think working with a good analytical to get your database populated would be a very good solution, and working with a good pre-sales teams with the amiable too, that can be able to talk to the customers to save the salespeople for the kill of the sale.
Right. So let me ask you a question. When you approach somebody, how would you have identified the personality, somebody who's analytic, somebody who's like to cross their T's and dot their I's? What kind of a question would you ask an analytic to help encourage them or motivate them to help you develop these targets and to put together this database?
Mark, could you help me with that, please?
One more time, Kevin.
Yeah, the question is that if we're going to identify targets and we're going to do the implementing of the 10 strategic strike, and we're coming primarily from a servicing standpoint to know who we're currently servicing and turning our servicing into a profit center, in order to feed that back into more and better leads and identifying those targets and how we identify those targets, once we have in order to develop the database, we need somebody who's an analytic, who loves the details. What's a good question to ask an analytic to help us build that database and identify those targets?
Well, there's a lot of different questions we could ask. Are you talking internally? Are you talking prospects? You're talking professional referral partners?
Yeah, I'm talking a professional referral.
So, if we're talking profitable partnerships, like once we get beyond the 530 grid and we go into the profitable partnership world, what we're looking for there is other partners that would be selling to the same type of individuals we're selling to. So the average person on the street knows 250 people. The average business owner knows over 5,500 people. So if we can find somebody that's in business that's selling to other individuals, like Tanglewood, for instance, they build these amazing old world conservatories all over the world. And so they can partner with builders or they can partner with architects. And so, but they need to work with a specific type of architect. If they can find the right architect, then rather than getting, one lead, they could get an ongoing constant flow, constant stream of leads if they partner with the right individual. So you're asking them questions like, who would be your ideal lead? Where do you get your leads from? What are some characteristics and demographics of your leads? Those types of things will all give you better indication if they're going to be in a similar alignment to you.
Mark, I appreciate that. So what you're saying is that if we understand the DNA for people, which is personality masteries, and understanding as we're identifying targets to get people on board as strategic partners, that maybe only a couple key partners can actually be the difference in our business, not just hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of leads. It's great getting more leads, but it's important to have better leads. Is that what you're driving at?
It is. It's the combination of quantity and quality. We might get into this in one of the later segments, and so we need to maximize our sale to get to our WOW sales goal or our WOW income goal. We need to have the perfect blend between quantity and quality to produce the maximum result.
Excellent. Mark, Cheryl, thank you so much for your contributions today. I want to give you a quick update on our fundraising for right now. I got a note from Elise. We had another $100 one-time contribution. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much for sending that up. That is so key. So we also have, I'm looking here at the list here as well. This is exciting. We have another $50 one-time donation. Thank you so much for sending that money in. And checking here. Okay, there's another matching gift. It's exciting. So Synergy Solutions gave another $2,000. It's a matching gift. So we have a $4,000 matching gift right now. Wow. Thank you so much, Synergy Solutions, for doing that. And a little bit about Synergy Solutions is are you a business owner who's in need of a new BOS, which is a business operating system, the engine for your business? Synergy can help engineer the perfect engine for your business and your personal success, and it can do much deeper, getting much deeper, better quantity and better quality of leads as well. And so thank you so much to Tanglewood. Thank you so much to Synergy Solutions, and thank you for the one-time contributors. There's another $50 donation that came in. Thank you so much. That's excellent. We really appreciate you doing that. We'll continue to give you updates as we go today.